Let us derive the energy of a capacitor or energy stored in the capacitor or the amount of energy spent to store energy in the capacitor. Okay, see, the point is, suppose we usually know that two plates or two conductors separated by a vacuum or an insulator, and we take out some charge and give it to that conductor. Suppose let's take that conductor, and this conductor initially has zero charge, and you are going to charge this conductor. We are going to charge a capacitor, from 0 to Q. This has got initial zero charge. You need to take this charge to Q. So in that process, you can't just do, when the conductor was at zero potential, that means zero charge, adding charge does not do any work, does not require any energy. But when you first add dq charge to this, it is charged. The next dq, already when you give charge dq here, and it will create a potential, because whenever there is no charge, it does not have any potential. And when you give charge, surrounding this charge, there will be electric field. And when you add one more charge dq, that you have to do work against that electric field. When you give dq charge, its potential increases by dV. In the next dq charge, one more dV potential will increase. So in the same fashion, you keep on giving dq amount of charge. Each charge dq, you are giving some amount of work dw. The total energy stored will be equal to sum of all the work done, because it is the external work done. So in that process, when you keep on giving charge, typically at some point of time, the charge on this capacitor is q, and you need to add dq. When the charge on this capacitor is q, its potential is, let us say, it was increasing from dV and so on, and finally its potential is V. What is potential V? Potential is the work done to move a unit positive charge. If its potential is V, to add 1 coulomb of charge, you have to do V joules of work. To add 2 coulomb of charge, you have to do 2V joules of work. In order to add dq coulomb, now this conductor was having charge 0, and you kept on giving charges dq. Every time when you give charge dq, you are doing a work dw. Because of that, energy increases by du. Then the total energy is integral of all increase in energy. That integral of all increase in energy is integral of all the work done. So in some process, at typical point, the potential of this is V and the charge of this conductor is Q. When you want to add this charge dq, for 1 coulomb of charge, V joules of work needs to be done. 2 coulomb of charge, 2V joules of work needs to be done. For dq coulomb of charge, dq into V joules of work needs to be done. So V into dq. So this is the increase in energy, and energy is taken from, and you need to charge from where to where? 0 to Q. So it is 0 to Q, you need to charge. But you know that V is a function of charge, because every time charge increases, V increases. So V is not a constant, we can't take it out. We have to write V in terms of Q. But for a capacitor, Q is equal to CV. Then in that case, Q is equal to C into V. So in that way, V is equal to what? Q by C, because when the potential is V, we said the charge was Q in between. So this V can be written as integral Q by C into dq from 0 to Q. Then in this case, 1 by C is constant, because capacitance of a capacitor is constant. Q into dq, and Q into dq, x dx is x square by 2, Q dq will be Q square by 2, upper limit lower limit, Q square by 2 minus 0. So what we are getting is 1 by C into Q square by 2. The integration is Q dq is Q power 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1. So Q square by 2, 0 to Q, then 1 by 2 into Q square by C. So this we can say half Q square by C, or we can say that Q square by 2C, but Q is equal to CV, right? Because Q is equal to CV. If you substitute that, the energy of the capacitor, the total energy stored in a capacitor, U is that Q square by 2C, or Q is CV, so CV whole square is C square V square by 2C, can be cancelled, and 2C will be there. So energy stored in the capacitor is half C V square. So one is energy stored in the capacitor is Q square by 2C, or it can be half C V square. The other part here is U is equal to half, let's keep 1Q and then Q by C, because Q square by 2C can be written as half into Q by C. What is Q by C from this? Q by C is V. So Q by C is V. So half QV. Energy stored in a capacitor is either half CV square or Q square by 2C or half QV.